Let's talk about the industry. You mentioned it. COVID
Hmm.
has been tough on brick and mortars, very kind to anybody who had already a foot in the door of streaming. What has
Hmm.
been one of the best things about COVID for the fitness industry, more broadly,
Hmm.
not just P.volv? And what has
Hmm.
been one of the challenges of the last 6 months of COVID for the health and fitness industry?
Yeah. I mean, what has been amazing, I think, is that fitness it's literally like coming to people's, homes. So, streaming had already been established. There were a lot of companies that were doing it, giants actually in the space who are doing it super, super well, right? Like I think of like a Peloton or Obey. And, it is, I think for certain people, like even myself, I'm such a person that loves just community and working out with people. But I will say, now it has been a way of figuring out how to share community through virtual platforms. So I think while some virtual platforms had already been established, I know we're constantly talking about and thinking of like, how do we really tap into the community feel, what it feels like to be in a room sweating and pushing yourself and working out with people while you're on a computer screen, and like getting really good at that, really figuring out how to create community through the digital space, has been a unique challenge, but has also been something that I think, is we're getting better and better, and we'll continue to get better and better. And what I love is that we're actually bringing, and not just P.volv, like the fitness space in general, I think is bringing together, all different people from all over into the same space. So, is instead of being like, okay, here we are in our like little New York, Soho studio where like everybody that comes is pretty much from this like 5 mile radius, now it's like, all right, you're in a room literally with people from all over the world. So there's definitely this way in which like community feels a bit more expansive. On the flip side of that, I will say that, the moments that I've had, I actually take a yoga class that's been outdoors in my town. It's socially distanced, we're in a mask. And there is something about like looking over and being like, oh my gosh, you're a human being, and you're right next to me. And like just having that physical proximity. I know for myself, that's what I miss dearly. I have like best friends who are family who I haven't seen in 7 months. And it's like, it's almost like every time I see somebody that I love up close and personal, I'm reminded of what this is actually doing and how strange this time is. And just really hoping that we get outside of it. I'm reminded of like it's almost like this dystopic reality that's become reality, you get used to. And then I see somebody and I'm like, oh my God, I just need to hug you. I'm Italian, Antonietta. So, I'm very like a passionate, handsy person. And I'm like, oh, I can't hug you. So yeah, so that's been a challenge in the fitness space,
What
because you wanna like be able to help people. You want to see them and share energy, and literally physically touch them. Like, let's, turn your body
Mhm.
just like that, and you're going to experience the exercise very profoundly differently.